Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading, and in this reading we are going to see whether Beyonce, the Queen of Music, and DOJA Cat have a record coming out. A lot of people have been DMing me, asking me if this is true, so we're about to do a reading to see. And a lot of you guys have to understand the reason why Beyonce has the title the Queen of Music is because she's the best in her field. Clive Davis, who signed Whitney Houston, if I'm correct, gave Beyonce that name publicly in 2018, okay? So don't get mad at me. That's what the industry calls her. That's why all these celebrities be going ham over Beyonce, Adele, and Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. Because in the industry, when you're the best in your field, you get called the queen. Just like how you guys call Nicki Minaj the queen of rap because she's the best in her field. It's the same thing in every other genre. When you're going to be the best, you're going to get the name the king or the queen. Just like Jay-Z, he was called the king of New York or the king of rap. And then Nicki Minaj was the queen of rap. It used to be Lil' Kim when you're the best in your field, but you can't be replaced with that name. It used to be Whitney, but Whitney doesn't make music anymore. We all know she passed away. So the title goes to Beyonce. So I just wanted to reiterate that because a lot of people were upset that I was calling Beyonce the Queen of Music, and it's not a name that I just made out of, the sky. It's the name that the industry calls Beyonce, which she got from Clive Davis, who signed Whitney Houston, and he publicly called her the Queen of Music in 2018. There's a video on it in 2018. It's like the pre-Grammy party. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And when you're the best in your field, you get called the king or the queen. Just like Nicki is the queen of rap because she's the best currently, okay? But before then, it was Lil' Kim because she was the best. Just like it was Whitney before, but she passed away and her voice wasn't the same. So they gave it to Beyonce. So I just wanted to reiterate that. But anyway, back to Beyonce and DOJA Cat. Do they have a record coming out? That's what the people want to know. Do Beyonce and DOJA Cat have a record coming out? Yeah, I don't think they got a record coming out, guys. I would be very, very shocked if the record ever comes out. And if it does, just know Jay-Z gonna want something in return. Camel Face is not doing nothing for free. And you guys know that, okay? The Eight of Swords in reverse, okay? This talks about somebody feeling trapped. So it's almost like Doja Cat wants the record with Beyonce. It's like speaking something into existence, like how she's speaking, how she spoke about doing another record with Nicki Minaj. After Say So is like speaking something into existence. So it looks like she wants the record to come out, but there's a lot of things or barriers in between that. And that could be, her relationship with Roc Nation, okay? Let's just be all the way honest. It's not a good relationship right now because she spoke about how that label did nothing for her. She spoke about that publicly. So that didn't go over well with Camel Face, okay? The Hangman. This is talks about somebody kind of being left in the dark. And this is how Doja Cat feels about Roc Nation. Like, they didn't really back her. They kind of left her to the side. So she does have negative feelings towards them. And she wants the record, but she knows that there's a lot of barriers to get the record. And she knows that she's going to have to do stuff in return, okay? The Six of Cups in reverse, okay? This talks about helping someone, and then they feel like you're being ungrateful. And that's just how Mr. Carter feels. He feels like, Doja Cat was ungrateful, and that's why he snubbed her at the Grammys. So it does not look like she's going to get that Beyonce record unless she comes out and apologize to Camel Face, and she can do it behind the scenes. It doesn't have to be publicly, but it's not going to happen, just because you want the record and you're trying to speak into existence. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, okay? The Four of Wands, it talks about something not being successful in reverse, okay? So it doesn't look like the record is gonna come out, or it doesn't look like they even working on a record. The Ace of Cups, this talks about if they did do a record together, it would be successful, okay? If they did do the record together, it would be successful, okay? The Seven of Wands, this talks about somebody feeling overwhelmed, has a lot going on, and Doja Cat does feel overwhelmed by the music business in general, but she knows that if she wants the record with Beyonce, Camel Face is going to want something in return. She's probably going to have to apologize for what she said in that article about how that label didn't do anything for her when she was there. And the Nine of Pentacles here, this talks about stagnation, not being able to move forward. So I think that the record could happen only if she apologized behind the scenes, and she's going to have to kind of go back to Roc Nation. They're not going to do it just because it will be a successful record, because Beyonce can collaborate with pretty much anybody in the world. Okay, there's not many people who would turn down Beyonce. So she doesn't really need the collaboration with Doja Cat, and it looks like it's not going to happen. Those are just rumors. She wants it to happen. She wants to speak into fruition. But if the record comes out, Doja Cat is going to have to give something in return. It's not going to be free. So let's see. How does Camel Face feel about Doja Cat right now? Let's see. How does Camel Face feel about Doja Cat? How does Camel Face feel about Doja Cat? They know who I'm talking about. They know it's, Mr. Carter, because I say it all the time. Okay, so he does view her as successful. The Queen of Cups is here. Somebody that is successful. Okay, we also have the Nine of Wands. He is watching her, seeing how, she has that top 10 record with SZA, which I knew it was going to be top 10. When I told you guys I listened to the song, a week ago, I said I would not be shocked if the record was top 10. So I already predicted that. But the King of Cups is here. This talks about somebody who is kind of emotionally and manipulative, and he kind of feels like in order to kind of bring Doja Cat to his side, or to keep her quiet, is either you're going to be on my team or you're going to be quiet, like he's doing with Rihanna. He's going to be doing little things behind the scenes. So he does view her as talented. He is watching her, but he just doesn't want her to open up her mouth or say anything bad about his label and management. And he also doesn't want her to kind of be more successful than obviously Megan, because he makes money off of Megan. Okay, but he is watching her. The Six of Wands is here. This talks about walking away from a situation, and it was a bad situation she was walking away from. So it looks like she's very unhappy with the Carters. Well, not Beyonce, but with Mr. Carter, she's unhappy with. So he does watch her every move. He does pay attention to her, because she's making a lot of noise. She's getting a lot of recognition. A lot of people do view her as talented. Ebro even said that she is one of the best of the new artists. Okay, let's see how the Queen of Music, Beyonce, views Doja Cat. Let's see how she feels about Doja Cat. How does Beyonce feel about Doja Cat? How does Beyonce feel about Doja Cat? Okay, so I do have the King of Pentacles here. This talks about um, somebody that is viewed as a leader, very business minded. So she does feel like um, Doja Cat is talented. We also have the High Priestess card. This talks about somebody having a divine connection or intuitive. She did feel like, she would have been a good addition to Rock Nation if she had lasted longer. Okay. We also have the Two of Pentacles. This talks about juggling more than one thing, not being able to really take on anything extra. So Beyonce really only cares about Chloe and Halle, okay? When it comes to artists, she's not really worried about Megan, Doja Cat, Cardi B like that because she's not really making money off of them. She really only cares about Chloe and Halle. So if, Doja Cat gets back on their good side, she doesn't mind doing the record, but it's not something that's on her mind. She do view her as talented. The King of Cups popped up in reverse. This talks about if Jay-Z gives the okay, then it's going to happen. So if Camel Face says yes, then it's going to happen. But if he says no, it's not going to happen because this card talks about manipulation, being emotionally immature. So it's kind of like if the record happens, if she gets back on his good side, then I'm all for it. If it doesn't happen, I don't care because my focus is on Parkwood Records and Chloe and Halle, okay? So if you guys like the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This reading is strictly for entertainment purposes only. So it does not look like the record is going to come out unless, she swings back over to Rock Nation, okay? Because it's not going to be free, basically, because she's not going to be able to pay Beyonce. Beyonce charges more than $1 million for a feature. So she's not going to be able to pay Beyonce, and RCA is not going to pay Beyonce. So she's going to have to either, work something out with Rock Nation or apologize behind the scenes, do something of that sort. Anyway, have a good day, guys.